Alrighty, hi everyone. Welcome to today's chair stretching class. My name is Elena Brown. I will be your instructor for the day. Thank you all so much for joining. Today we will be doing our regularly scheduled program where we'll be doing our chair stretching and then we'll transition to a couple of our strength training exercises. And then after that sorry, that kind of threw me off. We'll do our wellness point of the day. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So you can just follow along. Feel free to go at your own pace, or if you need to modify any of the stretches, feel free to do that as well. Alrighty, so we're just gonna start by rotating our head. Going nice and slow. Trying to hit all the angles in our neck. Awesome. And then going over to the other side. And we're nodding up and down. And from side to side. And we're gonna look from side to side. We're gonna look over to our left. We're gonna look up and down. Awesome job. And on the other side, looking up and down. All right, awesome. Then we're just going to turn to our left. Placing our hand on our head and just holding down the right side of your head, and you can massage the right side of your neck just to release some of that tension. If you have some tension in your neck. Awesome job. And on the other side, doing the same exact thing. Awesome job. And just give that head a couple of more circles just to make sure that we have, let's put this hair back, just to make sure that we have stretched out every part of our neck. And the next item that we are going to work on, or the next muscle group, is our shoulders. So we're just going to roll those shoulders back. Nice big shoulder circles. And bringing those shoulders forwards. Awesome job. Bring those arms out across the chest and swing them in front of you. Awesome job. And we're just going to place our right hand on our right shoulder and move that shoulder back. Awesome, and moving it forwards, doing the same exact motion but forwards. Awesome, doing the same thing on the left side, so left hand is on the left shoulder, and we're just going forwards. Doing a full rounded shoulder circle, driving that elbow forwards and going back. Awesome job. Swing those arms out once again. I like to interchange them, so one time my left arm will be on top, and then another time my right arm will be on top, just really shaking out those shoulders, those arms. And we are going to place our right hand across the body, our right arm across the body, and anchor it with our left arm. So my left arm is holding the right elbow up, and my right arm is completely across my body. Awesome. Doing the same thing on the other side. So left arm is completely across the body, and right arm is anchoring it. Awesome. And then taking our right elbow behind the head and holding it, anchoring it. And other side. So left arm is behind the head. Awesome job. Place those arms straight up above your head. You just stretch up, act as though you're touching the ceiling. I like to lock my hands in together so they stay together. You should feel a massive stretch in your back. I also like to make sure that I'm trying to grasp the ceiling. So I do my arms like that. It really allows your back muscles to fully stretch out. So just acting like we're reaching the ceiling. And arms straight up again. And bring those arms down. We're gonna come over to our left side, with our right arm. So my entire right side is being stretched out right now as I'm leaning over onto the left side. And onto the right side. So this time my left side is being stretched out. Awesome job. Do that same thing again, except this time we're going to do it a little bit faster pace. So over to this side, over to the opposite side. And we're doing it so we can kind of catch a rhythm with this. Awesome job. 2 more. And awesome. All right, so now we're just going to transition to our torso stretches. We're just going to warm up our torso by going from side to side. Make sure that you're contracting those abs. This is not the strengthening portion of our section today, but I always feel like it's important to tell you guys to contract those abs as we're doing stretches, as we're doing strength training exercises. It will really help to engage your core and to keep those core muscles strengthened. Awesome job. Now we're going over to our left side. My right hand is on the outside of my left knee, and I'm just using the chair to kind of stretch my body in the left direction. So my knees are still facing you all, but my torso is facing the left side. Awesome job. And switching sides, so doing that same thing. On the right side, my left hand is on the outside of my right knee, and I'm using my right hand to anchor myself on the chair to completely twist my torso towards the right side. Awesome job. And now we're just going to do that a little bit fast paced, just as we did our arms. Awesome job. Alrighty. So now what we're going to do is we're going to transition to some of our leg stretches rather. So I'm going to make sure that you all can see me. Oops, our music just dropped. So we're going to sit all the way back in our chairs. Just prepare those legs by having them flat on the ground. So I'm seated in my chair like so. And what we are going to do is we are going to bring up that left leg. Just gonna lean forward a little bit. I like to pulsate through this exercise or through this stretch because it is quite difficult to stay in this position for a long period of time. Pulsing through it allows my body to adjust to it, go back to a more comfortable position, adjust to the uncomfortable position, and then go back to the comfortable position. And then after we've done that for a little minute, we're going to completely stretch forward. So it is going to be a little bit uncomfortable as you feel that stretch in your glutes and also in your thighs, but it's well worth it. So just leaning forward. Awesome job. Muscles are relaxed. We are going to reach down and we're going to touch our right toe. So I want you to put all of your weight forward to where your hands are touching your right toe, and you're able to stretch through those glute muscles and those leg muscles in that left leg. If you can't touch your toe, that's fine. Try to touch your calf, try to touch your ankle, try to touch your knee if you can't get all the way down. But the importance of this exercise is to make sure that you are stretching as far as you can. Awesome job. Lift up. We are going to do some ankle rotations. So I'm taking my ankle and my hand, and I'm just using my hand to turn my ankle in a circular position. And in the opposite direction, don't forget the opposite position. I know sometimes it blurs my foot out, but we're going in the opposite position, making sure that those ankles are staying nice and loose. Awesome job. We're just going to do some pointing and flexing. So pointing and flexing is just where I point my toes forward and I flex them back. So it looks kind of like this. I'll show you guys from this position. All right, let's see if I can show you guys with this foot. So we're going to point it and then we're going to flex it. Point it and flex it. It's a great way to work on the flexion in your ankle, and just again making sure that your ankle is fully stretched out. Awesome job. Doing the same thing on the right side. So bring that right leg up, and we are going to just lean into this stretch again. I like to pulse through it. If you can hold it for a longer period of time, feel free to do so. I just like to take this nice and slow, as it is an uncomfortable position to be in. Awesome job. Now we're just going to lean forward all the way. So again, you're going to feel that stretch in the side of your glutes and also in the side of your thighs. And you should feel a little bit of stretch in your back. Again, if it's uncomfortable, feel free to lean back and lean out of that stretch or pulse through this motion. And we're going to reach down and touch that toe. Try to touch your left toe, try to touch your left ankle, your left knee, whatever is comfortable for you. Awesome job. And then we are going to do the same thing. So rotate that ankle. and in the opposite direction. Awesome. Pointing and flexing. So point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Awesome job. Alrighty. So we're just going to stretch those legs out. And you can come down, try to touch those toes again. You should feel a stretch in your legs, all through your legs. So I'm actually on the edge of my seat like so. And my legs are straight. And I'm reaching down and I'm stretching all the way. Make sure to breathe. Alright, that is actually a very challenging stretch. So let's do that again. Awesome job. Alright, leaning back into my chair. My arms are straight behind me. Alright, and sitting up now. I'm going to go ahead and take off my shoes for this next portion of these stretches. It helps to, if you're using your chair, you don't want to dirty up your chair with your shoes. But we're just going to place our foot on top of the chair, leaning forwards, and even slipping that left leg back a little bit more. We're leaning forward in this stretch. This is going to stretch out your entire left leg. Give me a nice deep stretch. Awesome, and then leaning back and putting that head down to that knee. Awesome job. Alrighty. And doing the same thing on the opposite side. So left leg is coming up on the chair. My foot is flat on, my left foot is flat on the chair. And I'm leaning my right foot back, coming all the way forward, feeling a deep stretch in my right thigh, right leg. Awesome job. Then I'm going to lean all the way back and place my head on my knee. Awesome job. Then I'm going to come to the front to do this stretch. So I'm just going to place both of my legs straight in front of me. Arms coming up. We're just going to reach down and touch our toes. Awesome job. Coming up slowly. And then taking my right leg over my left and coming down and stretching. Touching my toes again. And same thing on the other side. So reaching down and touching those toes. Awesome job. All right. Give it up for yourselves. Give yourselves a pat on the back for getting through this stretching portion of today's class. Now we are going to transition to some ab exercises and some exercises in general. So what we are going to do is we are going to do 20, should we do 20 seconds? Let's do 20 seconds of the exercise. Let's kind of switch up the music really quickly. We're going to do 20 seconds of this exercise, then we'll pause and do another 20 seconds. So our first exercise is going to be elbow to knee. This is going to work out those abs and also those love handles. So let me get my timer going. 20 seconds. Alrighty, and begin. Touch that elbow to that knee. Go as fast as you possibly can while still maintaining your form. Awesome, and rest. We're going to rest for 2 seconds. And then we're going to get started with our second set. Ready? And begin. Making sure that we're breathing through these exercises. Awesome job. All right, stop there. Giving ourselves a little breather. We're going to go for 2 more. All right, ready and begin. All right, stop there. Give ourselves about 5 seconds. Then we're going to get started with our last set of that exercise. Ready and begin. All right, and rest. We're gonna rest for about 30 seconds. Now our next exercise is going to be a good morning, a seated good morning. So we're gonna put our hands behind our head like this. We're gonna come down to meet our knees where our stomach is on our thighs, and then come back up. And we're gonna do that for 20 seconds, and we'll do that for 4 times as well, taking about a 5-second break. We have about 5 seconds left, so we're going to get started with those good mornings. Again, you can place your hands behind your head. You're just coming down and going right back up, all right? Let's start our timer. Ready and begin. Awesome job. Alrighty, we're gonna put on a little 5-second timer, and then we're gonna get started with our second set. Ready and begin. Remember to breathe through these exercises. You're going to inhale on your way down and exhale on your way up. Awesome job. Rest. All right. Oops. Uh-oh. Lost my timer. All right, ready? We'll wait until the music starts again, then we're doing 2 more, okay? Ready? Come on, music. Let's go. All right. Alrighty. 20 seconds. Ready and begin. Strikes every time she moves, and everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you. All right, awesome job. 5 seconds on the clock. And last set. Ready and begin. And done. Awesome job. Alrighty. So we're going to do one last ab exercise. It is going to be an in and out. So you're going to sit on the edge of your chair and you're going to take your legs out, bring them in and out again. This is a little bit more challenging if you cannot do that. I want you to place one leg on the ground, bent. So my right leg is bent and my left leg is straight. And I'm bringing in my left leg. And then I switch, I bring in my right leg. And I just do that interchangeably until 20 seconds is up, okay? Ready? And begin. So I'm really holding on to the sides of my chair and anchor me. All right, and done. About 5 seconds. We're going to do that one more time. And begin. Exhaling as my legs go out. Awesome job. Alrighty, guys. We are going to go ahead and transition to our wellness point of the day. Give yourselves a pat on the back, a round of applause for getting through that ab exercise circuit. All right, so I believe today we are talking about sleep health and the importance of getting a lot of sleep. So, as we know, sleep is essential for our daily functions and resting up to make sure that we are fully able to take on the following day. It has lots and lots of benefits to getting good sleep, or to maintaining a healthy life. Getting good sleep is important to maintaining a healthy life. So, our first benefit is that it helps with sleep deprivation, or it helps with maintaining a healthy weight. So sleep deprivation can disrupt the balance of hormones that regulate appetite, fullness, leading to increased cravings and weight gain. So one of the things that I like to tell people and my clients as they are trying to lose weight is that you need to get on a schedule. You need to go to bed at the same time, wake up and go to the gym at the same time. Not that really makes a huge difference in how much you gain or lose, but your body is able to expect the same things every day, and it can help regulate your appetite and your fullness, as this document says, and to help with cravings. So getting your body on a routine is helpful in general, but especially when you are trying to lose weight and gain muscle. So being active and choosing healthy foods can help you to maintain or achieve a healthy weight and feel more energetic, and decrease your chances of having any other challenges as far as your health goes. So Our second benefit is that it helps with immunity. So, sleep helps the immune system to function properly. When we sleep, our bodies produce proteins that help fight infections and inflammation. And so, this is super, super important as when we're sick, we have to drink lots of fluids, but they also say to get sleep because sleeping helps your body to repair itself. If you've ever noticed that you get a cut and then in the morning it's healed over, sleep has helped with the healing of that cut. And so I would say that sleep is really important for immunity because it helps your body to heal itself, and helps it get into that mode of healing itself. So, lack of sleep leads to decreased immune function. If you tend to get sick frequently, or when you get a common cold, make sure to go to sleep, get lots of sleep. So, it's definitely hand in hand when it comes to immune systems and getting lots of sleep. All right, so our third benefit is that it helps to strengthen your heart. Sleep health allows your heart to rest and recover, regulating blood pressure and your heart rate. This helps to maintain a healthy circulatory system. So, during your sleep, your body will release hormones, and some of some of them keep your heart and your blood vessels healthy. So a lot of the hormones that we have running through our body, they regulate everything. And if our hormones are healthy, then that means that the organs that they support will be healthy. And so that is that on blood vessels and on sleep helping to strengthen your heart. All right, our fourth benefit is that it improves mental function. So I believe that this goes hand in hand with immunity, in my opinion. Um, Sleep improves your mood, your concentration, problem solving abilities, and it also helps the brain to process emotions, regulate emotions, and restore the body. So, a lot of the times when you are upset and you need to think through things, they say to get a good night's sleep, wake up in the morning refreshed, and hopefully your mind will be clear. And I can attest to that. I definitely have implemented taking a break when I am about to make a big decision for my life, or just in general, I need more time to think on things. Taking a night's sleep on it is the best way to go. So it improves mental function. Sleep is believed to help memory and cognitive thinking. So, very, very important for our mental focus and boosting our concentration. So, improving memory is our fifth benefit. So, it's sleep helps to um, allow your brain to process more and store more information, which helps you to remember an important details. So, that's kind of hand in hand with improving mental function. Um, our sixth benefit is that sleep helps your muscles to recover from intense training sessions, replenish energy stores, and release growth hormones. So that is why when you are trying to gain muscle, when you're lifting weights, and when you're doing a lot of cardio and you're doing more exercise than you normally would, sleep is going to help your body to recover and restore some of those things that you lost while you were exercising, and it just helps to replenish your energy. Always getting a good night's of sleep is going to improve your athletic performance. Alrighty, so those were the benefits that I wanted to go over today for overall sleep health. Thank you all so much for joining. Thank you, Blanca, for joining. I have your name for our attendance today. I
Thank
hope to
you.
see you next week. Okay?
I see you next week. Thank you so
Alrighty,
much.
bye-bye. Have a great
Bye.
day.
Thank you, you too.